Hello everyone, this is Dr. Pawan Jagannath Tamde, working as Assistant Professor in Chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nashik. In this video, we'll see the concept of erythro and threo and also the concept of D and L designation. Let's start our lecture. First of all, we will see what is erythro and threo nomenclature. Dear friends, this erythro and threo nomenclature is based on structure of two molecules, that is erythros and threos. These two molecules are 4 carbon base aldose sugars and these are their structures. If you look at these two structures, that is structure of erythros and threos carefully, you will find that there is a difference in position of these OH groups. These two OH groups which are present on two adjacent chiral center are either on same side or they are on opposite side. If these two groups are on same side, then that molecule is erythros, and if they are on opposite side, the molecule is threos. So depending upon structure of these two sugars, we got the concept of erythro and threo. Compounds having two different chiral or asymmetric carbon atoms are named using prefix erythro or threo, so that we can identify these two structures from each other. When two same groups are on the same side of two adjacent chiral center, for example in this case of erythros, then such structure is called as erythro. And if two identical groups present on two adjacent chiral center are on opposite side, like present in these threos, then such structure is called as threo structures. So depending upon structure of these threos and erythros, we got the concept of erythro. And if similar atoms or groups present on adjacent chiral center, which is written in Fischer projection formula, are on same side, then it is erythro. And if such atoms or groups are on opposite side, then that structure is named as threo. Get some examples. Now in this case, this is erythro and this is threo. Why it is so? Because if you look at this structure, you will find that these two Br atoms are on same side on two chiral center, and in this case these two Br atoms are on opposite side. So these two Brs are eclipse on each other and they are anti to each other in these structures. So this is called as erythro, where similar groups are present on same side group or atoms, and this is called as threo, where similar atoms or groups are present on opposite side. That this structure, this is erythro and threo, similar structure. Instead of Br, I took chlorine over here. If these two chlorines are on same side, it is erythro, and if they are on opposite side, it is. Now in this case, you will find that on adjacent chiral center, hydrogen is a common atom. And now we need to look at whether these hydrogens are on same side or on opposite side. In this case, these two hydrogens which are present on two adjacent chiral centers are on same side. So it is erythro. And here they are on opposite side. So this is how we can apply this system of nomenclature, that is erythro and threo. If similar atoms or groups are on same side, it is erythro. And if similar atoms or groups are on opposite side, then it is called as threo structure. Now we will see the concept of D and L designation. This D and L designation is used for sugar structures. If sugar structure is drawn in Fischer projection formula with most oxidized carbon atom at the top, for example aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, ester, etc., then in such cases it is easy to apply this DL designation. If the OH on the bottom chiral center points to the right hand side, then such structure is designated as D structure. For example, look at this structure of glyceraldehyde. Then this structure is named as D-glyceraldehyde. It is because on the bottom chiral center, this OH group is present on right hand side, and thus it is called as D-glyceraldehyde. However, the OH on the bottom chiral center points to the left hand side, then it is referred as L structure. For example, if you look at mirror image of this structure, it will be something like this. And in this case, this bottom chiral carbon is having OH on left hand side. And because of this position of OH on left hand side, this structure is called as L-glyceraldehyde. And from the structure of this D and L glyceraldehyde, we got this notation D and L designation. So depending upon position of OH at the bottom chiral center, can name it as either D or L. If it is on right hand side, it is named as D, and if it is on left hand side, it is named as L structure. Look at some examples to elaborate this concept. Now I already wrote structure and their name as well. Only thing is you need to look at the structures carefully and identify each and every parameter. If you look at this D minus erythrose, so in this case, this D indicates that bottom chiral carbon is having OH on right hand side, and erythrose says that these two similar groups on neighboring chiral centers must be on same side. This is D minus erythrose. The same way, if you look at these structures, you will find out the difference in position of OH. In this case, OH of bottom carbon is present on left hand side. This is called as L-erythrose. Erythrose because these two OH are present on same side. Look at this third structure. This is D minus threose. It got D designation because this bottom OH is present on right hand side, and threose because its two OH on adjacent chiral centers are opposite to each other. The same way, if you look at this last example, it is L plus threose. It got L designation because of position of this OH group. This OH group on bottom carbon atom is present on left hand side, and thus it is L. And threose because these two groups on adjacent chiral carbon atom are opposite to each other. I guess from this slide you got the concept of D and L and erythrose and threose as well. Now we will go towards some more example of D and L designation. Look at this structure. These two structures are nothing but a structure of glucose molecule. Only difference in these two structure is position of this OH. Here OH is present at right hand side, and in this case this OH is present at left hand side. This is D-glucose and this is L-glucose. So this D-glucose and L-glucose, this D and L designation is on the basis of position of this OH which is present on bottom chiral center. If it is on right hand side, it is D-glucose, and if it is on left hand side, it is L-glucose. This DL system is also applicable to amino acids. Although in amino acid we do not have OH, but there is a NH2 group, and on the basis of position of NH2 group, we'll call them as either L amino acid or D amino acid. So let's look at some examples. If we look at this structure of phenylalanine, then in this case, this is the chiral center, and NH2 is present on left hand side, and because of that, this molecule is named as L-phenylalanine depending upon position of NH2. The same way, if you look at this structure, this is again a phenylalanine. This is the chiral center, and on this chiral center, this NH2 is present on right hand side, and because of position of this NH2, it is called as D-phenylalanine. Look at this structure of cysteine. In case of this cysteine, this NH2 group is present on left hand side, and because of that, obviously this molecule is named as L-cysteine molecule. Now look at this structure of glycine. In this case, this NH2 seems to be on left hand side. But if you look at this structure carefully, you will note that this molecule do not possesses any chiral center. And because of that, in this case, we cannot designate it either D or L, because this molecule is a chiral molecule. This DL designation is applicable to chiral structure only. So in case of glycine, this is the only amino acid where we cannot use this D and L designation. So dear friends, in this video lecture, we saw the concept of trio and erythro and DL designation for carbohydrates and amino acids. I hope you understand what is trio and erythro and what is D and L designation. Thank you very much for watching my